I haven't named this guy yet, but I built him out of a fan, like a little desktop fan. You know, these are the fan blades and, you know, the motor and things, you know, making a robot. So next up, I took apart a sewing machine last week, or the week before now, I guess. It was like late 2 weeks ago. And I'll be starting a robot build soon as I finish these dice, if I ever finish these dice. I'm also currently working on a YouTube video of the process of casting these dice, you know, mixing the resin, putting in the powder to get the color. So that's kind of my current projects. Let me scroll. Oh, Feral Moon came in. Hey, Feral. Or F Moon, B-Boy F Moon in the house. Sorry I missed you. Madam Captain, did you cast the dice yourself? Yes, I did. Oh gosh, I'm really far behind on chat. Sorry. I am concentrating so hard on getting these dice done. Madam Captain, thank you for coming in. Yes, I cast him from this mold. It was a mold I bought on Amazon for $5. I guess, Madam Captain. Madam Captain. Aye, Captain. I don't know what to call you. I guess Captain. And I used a resin kit I bought from the dollar store for $1, and I mixed in dip powder, which is something ladies use on their nails to make manicures, and it's a very fine powder. I mixed it with the resin, poured it into the mold, waited 24 hours, and came out with math rocks. And I did several different castings. I had my first one was just with some glitter in it, just to see how it would go. And I have another one that's kind of a dark blue. And it's been fun, but I'm ready to move on. Stevie, yes, they are D&D dice for sure. A fanny magnet? What are you talking about? Madam Captain, you cast dice too. I've found those molds pretty nice considering how inexpensive they are. Yeah, me too. Me too. I couldn't believe that it was $5 and I got like a legit 20-sided out of it. You know, the top, like the 20 was a little jacked up, and the one, I guess it was just the one. Yeah, here we go. Let me zoom in. Yeah, that's the one. That was at the top of the mold. And so I did get some bubbles. I don't have a vacuum chamber, so this was as good as those were going to come out. But yeah. Blocker, are you asking Stevie the name of his robot, or are you asking the name of my robot? Because I haven't named that little fan robot yet. I have some ideas, but I haven't gone there yet. I like to name my robots the same way I name my cats, with a kind of a E sound. E, like one of my cats is Colby, and I have Suki, you know, like that. And some of my robots are named Rocky or Toby, like that. So I gotta keep thinking of names that end like that. Oh, is that what you were saying? Okay, sorry, Blocker. Fan Man. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Fanny Man. Easy Fanny the robot. Easy Fanny. My goodness. I really appreciate the raid, Stevie. Thanks for coming in today. Thanks for bringing your community in. I know I have to be better about saying things like, hey, if you need to go and get something to eat or drink, you should do that. But I just assume if you're coming in, you're just going to stay for the next couple hours. This is the 10-sided. Here we go. Yeah, we're just pushing through now. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm not even paying attention to which dice I've already done. So hopefully the paint doesn't leak out sideways. This is the 3 on the 8-sided dice right now. And I'm just trying to get into the very shallow reservoir that it creates with the mold. And then I'm wiping it off. Now I'm going to do the 70 on the 100. Well, it's a 10-sided die, but it's 70, 30. You can see it goes 0, 0 to 90. So we're doing the 70 right now. And I see on my paintbrush that I got a cat hair, even with these crappy glasses. Here's some prints. It's nice. I run into a problem with my stream where I can hear the music for a while until my Bluetooth headphones cut out, and then I just have no idea, but I love this playlist. So that's what it looks like without wiping it off. And then wiped off. So you can see I lost some from the reservoir, but it's mostly colored. Just going to go over it again and then set it down. Oh, thanks for following, Madam Captain. You know, I set up alerts on Stream Elements the other day, and I've been waiting for someone to follow to see if I got an alert, and I didn't. So, I don't know why. Or no, it wasn't on Stream Elements, it was on Twitch. So I'll have to look into that, I guess. I don't know if I need to have the Twitch page open. Let me just do a quick test and see how things are going. I'm throwing a link, but this is just a test. I'm not trying to get you guys to go over, but if you want to, I do have an Instagram, which we're about to get super posty on as I'm finishing projects. Yeah, that worked. I'm not sure why. Oh, did anyone see the alert? I just missed it. I don't think it came up. Zablocker, you know, yeah, looking at it on mobile, it looked insane, but on the website, it seemed doable, and it seemed like I set them up correctly, but that was literally the first test, and we didn't get any love out of that, so I'm not sure. If you want, I can check out a link for who like a YouTube video I watched about setting up the alerts, and it was pretty straightforward, and it didn't have a lot of you know, go download this or that, or you know, watch this huge advertisement kind of thing that most of those YouTubers have. Oh yeah, yeah, blocker. I'm completely intimidated by all that stuff. I'm just trying to push through. What I'm doing is trying to improve every day. You know, I'm trying to think of something to work on and address that situation, or a lot of times I'll watch a video or two before going to bed so I can think about it kind of subconsciously while I sleep and then hit it in the morning. But the last couple days, it's been mostly concentrating on microphone settings, and I hope I sound good. You guys have any complaints? We getting a lot of background noise? Are we? Is my voice too loud and you can't hear the music, or vice versa? Am I the only one that loves this song? This is a great song. I remember playing this on a jukebox when I was like in seventh grade in a little rec center we had at my school. I had one of those childhoods where I was not rushing home, you know what I mean? So I spent some time at the rec center and listened to the jukebox when this was on there. So this one looks a little shitty, but that was the top. Let me see. You can see on the top of the mold, there's that one right there by my thumb. And it kind of came out bubbly and didn't really take the shape of the one very well, but that's what it looks like. It's not bad. Again, $5 mold, you know. Sounds good. Thank you, Madam Captain. Madame Capitan. You know, I hate to say that my only captain is named Janeway, but you can be a sub-captain. I sound sexy, Blocker? Yeah? Yeah, I kind of looking sexy too. Feral Moon, did you get the YouTube creator survey recently? I finally broke down and did the survey yesterday to share my frustration with how they're running things. Holy shit, that was a long survey. F Moon, B-Boy F Moon, yes, I did get it, and I got it quite a while ago. Like, I took that survey not long after I started using YouTube. Or not YouTube, but after I started my new year with YouTube, where I was away for a long way, and a long time. I came back, and I gave my frustration as well. Coral, no problems. Thank you. Yeah, that's smart, Madam Captain. Madame Capitan. I did that when I made the clear guys that have the glitter in them that settled to the bottom. But I just didn't remember when I did the purple or the blue ones. And I'll go grab a blue one here in a minute. I'm about to take a little break, and I'll grab them when I get up there in the other room. But as far as that survey goes, F Moon, B-Boy F Moon, I just kind of expressed my frustration with how new creators aren't getting pushed, but I know no one's looking at that, so I didn't give it a bunch of time. But yeah, the survey was incredibly long. I mean, what was it, 20 minutes, half hour? I remember doing it when I was drinking coffee, sitting on the porch first thing in the morning. Well, good, Madam Capitan. It's good that you understand. Yep. Oh, the glitter dice are sexy. Yeah, I couldn't find my dip powders that I use for casting, and so I did have some glitter. So I thought I'd just throw in the glitter to see how it goes, and of course the glitter all sunk to the bottom of the mold. Yeah, I was kind of hoping it wouldn't, but I'm not surprised it did. So I've been using this as a test. Like when I first started trying to figure out this paint, I did the 9, or I guess that's the 6 in black, just to get a feel for it. I brought up the color wheel the other day, and I saw that purple and red were close enough together to give it some respect. I have the 4 sitting here in the mold as a way to hold it up. We're gonna paint this one here, and then I think we'll take a little break. The gold amber is actually the color of the resin. You know what? Let me just grab those other dice in the resin kit real quick. I'll be right back. Takes 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm just keeping these things out of the blast pattern of the cats. So you can see the hardener, I believe. Yeah. Can you see the color of the hardener? You know, I guess by way of comparison, the actual resin, you can see how it's kind of golden-ish. Yeah, I know it's not much in that bottle. I should have grabbed one of the other ones. But yeah, so that's the natural color of this resin kit from the dollar store, which I bought on clearance. So it wasn't $5, it was $1. And it was a total of, each bottle is 3 ounces. So I got 6 ounces of resin out of each of these boxes. And I've done some other stuff. I have some stuff on my YouTube channel where I've done a lot of testing with this resin, and also tried a bunch of different substances to use in a mold, like spackle and caulk, C-A-U-L-K, caulk, things like that in a mold to see how they'd come out. So there's a link to my YouTube channel. Okay, before I start with this, I think I'm going to take a quick break. Y'all can look at the 20 and the 70. No, you can't look at that because I got to put my sign. Stevie, thank you for lurking. I appreciate you hanging with me. This is my handmade back in 5 minutes sign, and I will be back in 5 minutes. No, not even 5 minutes, probably 4 minutes. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you hanging with me. Okay, I'm back. And of course, my mind was racing while I was away, thinking of all the questions I wanted to ask. And I didn't appreciate that Stevie said he's going to raid and run. Let's go with a shout out to Stevie. If you're not following Stevie, that's a good channel, and I highly recommend it. My keyboard is in a real awkward place for me to type, but I'm figuring it out. Why isn't it copying that? Control C. Yeah, it's not copying it. Stevie Seal. Yeah, check out Stevie Seal. What a good channel. And I noticed we got Owen in the house. There he is. Owen, there's a good boy. Why don't we take a quick look at Owen? His mom's pride and joy. Our little rescue boy. Oh, Coral. I know how it goes with Facebook, especially nowadays. I go down a rabbit hole of looking at my memories. I'm going to try to shout out Zablocker as well. If you haven't followed Zablocker, today's the day. Yep, that worked. I don't know why it didn't work with Stevie. So make sure you check out Zablocker. Building Lego, having amazing chats. Yeah, Facebook is mostly advertisements for me nowadays, but it's still nice to log in and see what I was up to, especially around the time of the pandemic for some reason, has been really interesting. Or, I mean, the pandemic was for years, but, that first part, 2020, 2021. How did it go with your, do we call them caregivers? I'm not sure what the right term is for what you had coming in. Madame Capitan, these are the blue dice I was talking about. And this was resin with dip powder. Yeah, well, you don't get a good, maybe the other camera. Yeah, they're blue, but it's not showing. Let me grab a light. There you go. You can see the blue there. This was resin with nails dip powder. And I should probably just put this light. I have this little kind of octopus little tripod that I hang on to my main camera tripod to get some extra light. Put that on now. I think it helps. For some reason, though, this light, if you've watched my streams before, you know it likes to turn off, but we'll try it. Caregivers isn't really the preferred because it suggests they're here to do everything for me. Support workers or aides is better. Aides. Okay, support workers. Well, how did it go with your support workers? And yeah, I'll admit I did not know the right term for that. Sorry, the camera is rocking and rolling. I'm trying to affix this to the tripod in a way that made sense. Don't worry, I'm not having an earthquake. Don't send the fire brigade. Okay, we'll just go with that for now. Those are great. I have sandstone set similar to that deep blue, such a pretty color. Yeah, I'm really lucky that my wife got into doing her own fingernails. And one of the ways that the ladies do their fingernails is with what they call dip powder. And she spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on dip powders and then decided that that wasn't the right way. Like she switched over to gel. But I have about 150 pots of different colors of a very fine powder in different colors and different consistencies and things, but yeah, it's not really showing up. Let's see if I can get a light in there. That's not working. Let me try to pull this light off. Okay, that kind of shows it. It's like a very fine powder with a very thin or small glitter in there. It's a red one. That's going to be the next one I do if I do another dice. Yeah, I know it's not showing up there. Sorry. But I have hundreds of little pots like this, full of different colored powders. And one of the chatters when I was making this purple set of dice picked this color. I just threw it out to the chat to pick a color. Okay, I'm still trying to set up this light, sorry. Coral, but it was really, really good. Two people who I immediately clicked with, both were queer as well, which meant